Hey y'all, welcome back to Dots and Beyond. I'm Beth. Today we are going to look at the Clever Fox 13-week Ultimate Achievers Planner. Let's go ahead and get started. I have here a box from Clever Fox. I have taken it out of the saran wrap or the packaging. That's about all that I have done with it thus far. Clever Fox did reach out to me and ask if I was interested in reviewing a product. I've purchased Clever Fox before. I have one that I am planning to do a video series with, more on that in the future, that I had already purchased of my own accord. And then I'd already bought one for my son Kenny a few years ago before he got into his bullet journal because the fox is his favorite animal. It was kind of my gateway drug to him for planning to see if he would use that. This is not sponsored. My review's gonna be honest. I'm hoping that this is something that I actually might want to use because I was thinking about how I wanted to look at my goals. This is, of course, my bullet journal. I am currently using, let me slide this out of the way. I'm currently using the Sterling Ink Common Planner. It does have a goals section here at the beginning of the journal that you can break down into half your quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily in a short form version. What this doesn't allow you to do very well is pivot. If you know anything about the first quarter of 2024 for Beth, then you know that we have to pivot. There's a lot of pivoting that has to happen with these goals. And a 13-week planner or a 12-week goal planner allows you to look back on the quarter before and make those pivots if you need to make those pivots. This is the box that it came in. It's absolutely exquisite. It is one of the magnetic fold out boxes. It comes with Welcome to Clever Fox. Tells you to set your 3-month goals, break them down into smaller manageable steps, take consistent action every day, review and adjust, and make each day count. It also comes with a How It Works booklet, which has a very quick introduction, has a table of contents showing you each step of the way, and then some information on how to break down goals and how to use each page. But let's look at those pages individually. So I did get my journal in this gorgeous mustardy golden yellow color. We're going to get the box out of the way. This is a box I'm probably going to keep and store something else in because it's so pretty. Underneath the journal, there are a couple of things. There is this Clever Fox warranty card and then some planner stickers. We've got some motivational quotes, some appointment boxes, groceries, money, so you can stick a payday sticker on something if you want to. The foiling is rose gold, which is not my favorite. I love copper, which is just a little bit more of an orange rather than pink. I love this adulting sticker, which kind of looks like a zombie. It's just like, no more adulting. Girls' night, dare to dream, just a random selection of planner stickers. All right, and then we have the planner itself. It is chunky. I do not know if the pages are numbered. We will find out in just a minute. Let's see, end pages. So we do have a back pocket. It doesn't come all the way to the end, but there is a back pocket. We have an elastic band. We have a pin loop. These are things I love. I love the elastic band. I love the pin loop. In the front, again, we have blank end pages. They put the nameplate on this weird page that, you know, sometimes bullet journals, we glue these together because it's where the book and the binding are glued to one another. Phone name, email, your reward if you bring this back to me. All right, and then we jump straight into goal 1. And here you have space to define your goal. This goal focuses on X area. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from which to choose. If you've been here for a minute, you know I narrow mine down to 5. This would be a place where I would have to choose which ones of these I was using in order to not feel overwhelmed by the 8. Health and fitness, finance, business career, personal development, family and friends, fun and recreation, relationships, and spiritual. If I achieve this goal, my life will improve in the following ways. Milestone 1, 2, 3, and 4, because again, we're looking at quarters. Space to write in a deadline. You can write down an accountability partner that I really like, and you can write down a reward. Opposite is a mind map page. So that's what this is. For your goal and your milestones, it is dot grid. Looks like a 5mm, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's a 5mm dot grid for you to work out a mind map. For goals, we have 3, 4, 5. So you've got 5 of those per quarter. Again, this is not for an entire year. This is for a quarter to flesh out what you want that goal to be. And then we jump into month and year. These are undated. I do like the fact that it's undated, because what if you don't want to jump into defining these in January or April or at the beginning of what we think of as a traditional quarter? What if you decide you've made this decision and you want to start breaking these out in February or March? You can start, and then your 3 months can be February, March, April instead of the traditional, what really boils down to a business quarter, right? And it makes it a whole lot easier for you to just make a decision, buy the planner, and say, this is what I'm going to do. You would have to date these yourself. It is a Sunday start, of which I am not a fan. I think y'all know that. It may be my make or break on actually using this journal. I might be okay with it. I might relabel them. These are choices that we have. Because this is undated, I could just black these out and write over it with a white gel pen and make it a Monday through Sunday. On the side here and on the bottom, we also have some dot grid. And I think we have all 3 months on the front. Yep, we do. So all 3 months of your quarter to break down there. And then we jump into weekly plans. Week 1 plan, space for the 5 goals for the week. Again, you can indicate which life areas that they focus on, your work to-do list, your personal to-do list, habits and skills that you want to track. And then each week has a review. Did I reach all my milestones? If not, why? What were my 3 biggest wins? What made me happy? What did I learn? How do I feel about my progress? You know, have some emojis for some fun. And then how will I make next week even better? I like that this has the weekly review. One of the parts of the bullet journal method that I need to improve on is the weekly review. I'm good at the monthly review, and I'm okay at a quarterly review. But the whole purpose of the method itself is building on those reviews so that you can improve week to week. So I like that this has the weekly review. Week 1, week 2. So yeah, all the weekly are going to be here right after the months. You're going to have 13 of those. There's week 13. And then we jump into individual pages. Day and date, day 1, week 1. So this really is getting you into the nitty-gritty of focusing on those goals, not just setting them at the beginning of a quarter or at the beginning of a year, but actually breaking them down into weekly steps and then daily steps and tracking that along the way. So this is also a planner. So here's day and date. You can bubble in what day of the week it is. Day 1, week 1, morning review. Sit down in the morning and do a morning affirmation. What are you grateful for? What are you excited about? Activities for today, and they do fall within those 8 life areas. Work to-do list, personal to-do list, and some dot grid spaces. Today's main goal and the first 3 priorities for the day. It also has a quote. Do they all have a quote? Yep, so we have some helpful inspiration. The greatest use of life is to spend it for something that will outlast it. William James. Schedule for the day from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. It's a little weird. So we've got 5 till noon is here, and then you've got the 1 o'clock hour, and then you go to the 2 o'clock hour. I would really prefer that it be like a.m., p.m., and even out those columns. And there is a schedule for the day, and then today's wins and how I'll improve tomorrow. You've got a whole spread for every single day for 13 weeks. And is there anything after that? Dot grid paper. So we've got 13, day 93 of week 13. And then we have 8.5 pages for 4.5 spreads of dot grid paper back here at the back in order to use for whatever you want to use it for, whether it's pen tests, whether it's brainstorming other things. You do have a little bit of space in here. Now, I am still on the bubble now at this point on whether I'm going to use this or whether I'm going to jump back into something like Notion. Reasons for that being the Sunday start on the monthly, for one, and for two, I don't know that I would keep both my bullet journal and a daily page for this unless I was really just treating this like a goal planner, but it seems counterintuitive to me to use them both. Also, and I know it's a selling point, but phrasing like ultimate achievers. I had glanced at it enough that I knew it was a goal workbook, and I'm okay with that. 13-week goal workbook is more appealing to me than the oversell of we're going to make you the best human possible. But I understand that they also have to sell these. By the way, if you haven't noticed, this does lay flat. It takes a little bit of training, but not much at all. It is definitively a flat lay journal, which is a great, great thing for me. I mean, it's a make or break. So it definitely does lie flat. It had been a while since I had looked at Clever Fox, and they have a myriad of products to choose from. If you would like a health and a wellness journal and you don't want to build one yourself, it would look much like this with the weekly, daily goals, whatnot, but it would definitely be geared more towards your fitness goals, your food, your menu planning. So there is one of those journals that I am actually very interested in. There is an end of life journal, which sounds very morbid. I will be 50 this year, and I am more apt to kind of sit down and document some things in there for my boys as far as where they can find things like life insurance policies and passwords for YouTube or my socials, so that if they need to come on here and say, hey, something happened to mom, they know all of those things live in this one location. That's a very interesting journal that I'm thinking about also buying for myself. Now, I am a Clever Fox affiliate. I am going to add them to my partner section down in the description box. If you are interested in the 13-week Ultimate Planner or any of the other products that Clever Fox now has for very specific areas of your life, you can use the code DMB10 at checkout to get 10% off of your order from Clever Fox. If you have any questions specifically about this 13-week planner that I can answer for you, please leave those down in the comments below. Let me know if you've ever used a Clever Fox planner and which planner it was and what you liked about it. If you liked this video, if you think maybe this is the planner for you, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one.